Hi guys, Scuffy's First Look here, back with another video. Today's video post-match reaction to a 3-1 win against Leicester City, the Foxes. Great win, and some great individual performances from certain players, and real good contenders as well for man of the match. Yeah, really happy with the 3 points. We're discussing everything that happened in today's game. Hope you're all well. Without further ado, let's crack into today's video. I hope you're having a great weekend. Yeah, great 3-1 win against Leicester. We needed that. After two dodgy performances beforehand. I think today was a good performance. Of course, you know, we didn't make it easy for ourselves at times in the game, especially conceding late on, but I thought some really good individual performances. I'd like to say Højbjerg, incredible for me in midfield. My Viking, my Pierre, controlled it midfield for me. He didn't put a foot wrong. And he just stopped every attack, stopped every Leicester attack, and just controlled the midfield and was just exceptional for me. Kulu, since coming off the bench, I think was very, very good. Romero, wow, Christian Romero, his aggression, every tackle you hear the sound, boom. I love the way he plays. We don't have enough of them at the club. He gives everything out, leave everything on the pitch, and I just love that. Just aggression. It's just incredible. Lamela and Celso have a little bit about them. It's an Argentinian thing, I think. It's just brilliant. I just love it. I think Lucas struggled today. To be honest with you, he had no involvement in the game. Bless him. Kane, I think, struggled, but to be fair to him, done well for his goal. Away from his marker. But I think it's another example when teams figure out how to play as in marking Kane. Luckily, Son found a way around that. But I think if teams do what they've done, like Leicester done today, we've seen it a lot recently, where teams mark Kane out the game. Brighton did it, Brentford did it, you mark Kane out the game. Brighton and Brentford, we didn't have an answer, whereas Leicester, Son was there, and that's what you need. You need Son and Kulu. So yeah, fair play to Kane for his goal, and Son just exceptional. And Kulu really good when he came on. Predicted score, I didn't guess it correctly, I know that for a fact. I said 3-2 and it was 3-1. Not that far off in the end. But, you know, I haven't got it right for ages. But, you know, my predicted score comes after obviously getting the 3 points, so that's okay. Just checking if anyone in his guess that has gone on right. Nobody guessed the predicted scoreline right, but we did have 3 predicted scores submitted, so thank you for that. Please continue to do so in the future. Very good, but however, Arsenal did beat West Ham again today 2-1, so that puts the pressure on us again. That basically means we have to get something the game against Anfield. This is the way I look at it. So you've got Liverpool away, draw, Arsenal, that's a must-win game. That's make or break for us. Because we're behind Arsenal, we need to win that. So, draw to Liverpool, win to Arsenal, beat Burnley, and beat Norwich, and then that should be enough for top 4. Should be enough for top 4. Because I'm slightly worried, if I'm honest, because Arsenal have had 3 incredible games recently. They've beaten Chelsea, Man United, and West Ham, 3 teams that are in the top 6-7 at the moment. Slightly worrying. They're 2 points ahead of us. We're 5th. But that game is so important. Arsenal would take a point more than us at North London derby at the moment as it stands, so it's huge. But focusing on today, very, very good. Impressed with the boys' performance, very good. As I say, some great contenders for man of the match. Let me know your man of the match in the comments below. It's interesting on social media. Every social media platform seems to be different, but the main one seems to be between Romero and Son. For me, Romero edges it. Son's goal though, wow. Again, that's goal of the month for me. So I can understand why Son is definitely a contender. That goal from Son, wow, just incredible. And I had great fun winding up the Leicester fans because I was sitting in the Paxton near the Leicester fans. And some were respectful, but we had, I would say, about 70-80 Leicester fans who were quite drunk, few in particular. So it's good to tease them. You know, they were non-stop, losing 3-0. I mean, fair play that they sing, but, you know, I loved it singing, you know, Leicester get battered everywhere they go, and, you know, Leicester, what's the score? Because they just kept singing the whole game regardless of the score. about obviously them winning the Premier League, and then we never do so, and stuff like that. Annoying, really. I've never liked Leicester, but that just puts a cherry on top of the cake, cherry on top for me. So it's good to wind them up. Excellent. But I think today, again, was another example of Premier League referees not being up to the standard. And I know I pointed this out recently. It's a little bit thing I have, I think, recently against Premier League referees. I don't think they're up to the standard. I'm not just saying Premier League, but I've seen it mainly in the Premier League. And one of the huge things with VAR that people obviously have the problem with, VAR, I think, is great, and it's a great thing, but it's not always been used in the right way because of the people using it. But what's been a big problem for me this year in terms of referee is the inconsistency, whereas you see exactly the same foul given. Like, I hate Frank Lampard and Everton, but he had a point, when Everton played Liverpool, for example, and they didn't get the penalty that they should have. And he's right, if Salah was on the end of it, it would have been a penalty. It would have. It's inconsistency. I'm not saying it's favouritism or anything like that. I think it's inconsistency of the referees. Of course, it's confusing the referees. Lots of things have changed, but I think the referees either we need a full recruitment or they need to have lots of training sessions, because they all need to be on the same wavelength. They can't all have different opinions of handball. Some referees think it's here, some referees think it's here. It's got to all be the same, because it's not actually fair at the moment. So yeah, I've got a bit of a problem with the referees at the moment, and I think in the first half, the referee was poor. Who was the referee? I think it was John Moss. Let's have a check. Yeah, the referee was John Moss indeed. And I just think the first half he struggled. He gave lots of free kicks to Leicester that weren't fouls, and 3 or 4 times we should have had a free kick in the first half. Really obvious that weren't given. I wouldn't say the referee lost control of the situation at all whatsoever. I think he had control of the game the whole game. To be honest, to be fair to him, I think he just his decisions were poor. Perhaps he's couldn't keep up the game. Surprised, but I think second half he done better, and he got his, obviously had a bit of a speaking to. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I do hope you enjoyed. Please go check me out on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. If you want more, if you want Spurs content 24/7, Spurs updates 24/7. Because I'm a video creator. Thank you guys, and as always, come you Spurs, really important 3 points. We're still in the race for top 4. Huge game though. Huge games coming up, Liverpool and then Arsenal. Come on you Spurs.